Online business and side hustle ideas as an introvert or a deeply feeling woman or a neurodivergent individual. In this video, I am going to share some profitable online business models that you may want to consider as you are looking to start your own business. My name is Kristin Nicole, and before I dive in, let me just say that I am recovering from double jaw surgery, so hopefully you can see me okay, or you can hear me okay and understand me. I wanted to make sure that I got this video up, but I appreciate your grace and understanding. My facial movements are still coming back and my speech is still coming back. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, whether you call what you're looking for an online business or a side hustle, they tend to be very interchangeable things. Oftentimes, if you're looking to escape the 9 to 5, you are looking to do something on the side. So whether you want to start small or if you're just ready to go all in and put all of your focus on the business, these are models that work as side hustles as well as a full-on online business if that's what you are looking to do. Now, even though we call it a side hustle, we're actually going to be doing this calmly and simply and without pressure to choose anything yet. I know this term side hustle can be a bit of an uncomfortable term if you're looking to escape the 9 to 5, because odds are you've had enough of the hustle culture. So whether you call it that or not, the goal of this video isn't to make a decision about what kind of business you want to have, at least not yet. This video is going to be a big picture landscape, kind of like a menu option. I'm going to share with you the different 7 big models to what and you're just a high level overview so that nothing feels confusing or overwhelming later. I'll explain what each business model is and the pros and cons a little bit to each. Now, I am going to dive deeper in a later video. This is just to give you an idea of the landscape so that you can start to formulate a picture of what that might look like. Especially, if you are being an introvert, if you're an introverted individual or a deeply feeling or neurodivergent individual, we want to make sure that we're taking calm, aligned steps and not getting too overwhelmed and too quickly. So, like I said, think of this as a menu. It's not a commitment. We're just looking at what the options are right now. And as I go through these, just notice which model feels safe or interesting as we go, okay? So, the 7 main online business models that I'm going to cover are, number 1, digital products. So, what this is essentially ebooks, templates, courses, printables, guides, digital downloads, something that you can create and then upload online. And you basically are paid for anytime someone purchases this and downloads it, and then it's essentially a one-time sale, right? So that's something to keep in mind. This is very scalable and can be great for introverts because you can start small and you don't need a lot of interaction one-on-one, but it does require audience building. Model number 2 is coaching or consulting. So some examples of this would be life coaching, health coaching, business consulting, creative consulting. This does have a lot of high income potential, and you can really start with 0 audience, but it does require some visibility, and you are trading time for dollars when it comes to this model. So that is just something to keep in mind with this one. Now, the other thing is that with coaching and consulting, you can really turn your past experience into what you coach on, right? Or what you consult on. And so that's something that is generally one of the easier ones to segue from corporate America or escaping that 9 to 5 job into something that is a little bit more aligned or easier to create, aligned with what you were doing previously. Now, if you don't care for what you were doing previously, this one may not be the best one, but that's okay because there are other aspects within coaching and consulting that you can tap into, even if that doesn't match your professional experience. The next one is freelancing and services. So this example would be things like copywriting, being a virtual assistant, doing some design work or editing, video editing, podcast editing, so audio recording editing, things like that, and then some social media support. This is a fast way to earn income, but that said, that doesn't mean that it's like going to happen overnight, right? The nice thing with this one is you do have very clear deliverables, but it is time dependent, and it may require some boundaries around timelines. That's something to think about. The next one is affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is a really great one if you are just getting started in business and you really have no idea where to start. And the reason is because with affiliate marketing, you recommend products that you love and you earn a commission. Now, maybe you don't have a product that you love yet. That's okay. There are affiliate marketing kind of platforms out there where you can go and pick a product, test it out, and then recommend it. The reason that I think this is a really good one to start with is because you don't have to worry about product creation. You don't have to worry about trading time for dollars like you do with coaching and freelancing. And you can solely focus on learning the skill set of traffic and marketing. And that is huge because that is the biggest thing to learn in business. So starting with affiliate marketing is great because you can really put all of your focus into that with an existing product. And they also give you some materials to help you do that. I'll dive in a little bit deeper on all of these in a later video, but that is one to consider. Again, you just, you decide what product you want to sell. It can be a digital product, but essentially it comes from someone else. And then you push traffic to that product or that service, the individual purchases, and then you get a commission on it. So that's essentially how affiliate marketing works. And if interested, I am putting together a full course. I've done it previously. I need to revamp it on getting started with affiliate marketing and affiliate marketing for beginners. So if that's something that would be of interest, drop me a comment below. And that'll just let me know that it is something that you're looking for and you would like more information on. The next model, which is model number 5, is content creation. So this model is essentially being on YouTube, blogging, podcasting, creating some sort of social content. Some examples of this would be creating an educational channel, doing commentary, which is, like those side-by-side like TikTok videos. Sometimes people do commentary with that. And storytelling with this, right? So podcasting is really big. The thing to know about content creation or being a content creator is that this in and of itself is not a business. You need to have something to sell within it. This is really more of a means to push, information out there, like determining how you want to create content. But that said is that you can become a content creator and get sponsorships. Those just tend to come later. So this one is likely if you're not starting out with a product or a service and you just want to create content and be a thought leader, it is possible to make money with that, but it's going to take a while in order for you to get sponsorship. So that's something to keep in mind. Then the next one is e-commerce and physical products. So think of things like Etsy shops or print on demand. If you'd like to design if you're a graphic designer, you can design things and do print on demand where you basically have a shop print them for you. Small handmade items would be in here. Things like drop shipping would be in here as well. And again, that's something I'll go into later. But this is sort of a crossover into affiliate marketing of physical products as well, although it doesn't have to be. But another idea here would be like reselling of physical products. So for example, my husband does gaming reselling. Some people, so you'd go to a garage sale and you find things, fix them up and resell them for a higher price because you put some time and effort into that, right? So that's just something to think about. E-commerce, a lot of that is more, having a physical site set up where you sell products, a physical website, I should say. So having a website set up where you can either sell your own products or you can curate a site to have various products from other people on there and earn a commission that way. This one you can really stay behind the scenes, so that's kind of nice with this one. But a lot of times you are working on lower margins, so that is something to consider. And then the last one is network marketing. Now, this one can be called social selling. And I will say it does tend to get a bad rap, but let me explain a little bit more about that. Some examples of this would be wellness companies, beauty brands, supplements, lifestyle brands. All of them, they pretty much run the gamut in terms of industry that they're in. Mary Kay is a very famous network marketing company, very well known. Avon, which is not as, I don't think, as well known these days, but that's another one. The nice thing with this is that similar to affiliate marketing in the sense that like the product is already there, right? And you sell it and you earn a commission on it. And that is one of the benefits. There's an added benefit of you can build a team. It takes time to do, but if you are someone who likes, that team aspect, just smaller teams, and you like to mentor people, then this can help in that arena. Now, it does get a bad rap a lot of times because it is so easy to get into. So oftentimes people venture into business and they come across a network marketing company and I'm going to do this, but they don't really learn much about marketing or social selling, and instead send all of those like hey girl posts, right? Hey girl notes or emails, or they are just saying, hey, buy my product. And so it's gotten a really bad rap, and it's often called a pyramid scheme. I understand why that is, and that's not what it is. A pyramid scheme is when you're selling something but you don't get anything back, right? Like you're basically, the money that someone else puts in goes to pay the people, but they don't actually get anything from it. And that is not what this is. It is a hierarchical structure, just like corporate America has a hierarchical structure, where you would be at the top and you can build a team. And that's where it gets a lot of a bad rap too, right? People trying to recruit individuals who really aren't interested in business, but they kind of get suckered into it in a way. That being said though, if you do it right, it can be very lucrative. And if you're someone who you find yourself recommending products anyway, or you're someone who does like team building aspect and you're very into health and wellness, you could go find a really good health and wellness company. Or if you're really into like skincare and things like that, if there's one that you love, you might be able to become a network marketer or social seller for them. And then if you have, friends where you want to be able to do it together, that's where this one would come into play. But this one I purposefully kept set as the 7th model because it is unlikely that you would want to start with this one, because there is a lot of rejection that comes into play as well. There's a lot of like mean people when you reach out, when they can just be mean and nasty depending on how you do it, because it has gotten such a bad rap. But this is really best if you get energized by community or product enthusiasm. And so I wanted to include it because there is that built-in aspect of it. It is relatively low startup cost to get started, and you already have built-in products that work, that people like, right? So there is that kind of component of it that it can be beneficial. So like I said, this is just a landscape of the 7 main business models that are out there. It's just an overview for now. You're not choosing a model today. This is more high level. In a later video, I'm going to go into more details on each of these and who it might be, you might gravitate towards it because of XYZ, like energy style wise, right? Now, one thing to keep in mind is that some of these models work well together, like content and affiliate marketing. Some are great for starting income, like freelancing, and then some are long-term scalable, like digital products. Network marketing can be scalable. Coaching can be scalable if you do it the right way. Some rely on more visibility, some rely more on creativity, and then some are quiet behind the scenes models, and some require more relational energy, more relationship building. So that's something to keep in mind as we go through, and as you go through the other videos in this series. It'll all get pulled together. This is just, again, to give you an overview of the landscape, to have an idea of what some of the possibilities are so that you can start thinking about it. And then in the next video, we're actually going to cover your strengths and your weaknesses and energy patterns. So we're going to talk about your natural gifts, because knowing yourself makes choosing a business model so much easier and safer. And that is also why we don't want to go into too much detail on this one. I didn't want to do too much because I don't want to overwhelm you, because really what we need to do is focus on what your strengths are and what your energy style is in order to determine which of these you would want to get started with. So you don't have to pick anything right now. Just notice what feels light or interesting. Go back through this video if you need to. And then in the next video, we will talk about your strengths in business and your energy pattern and your natural gifts. And so that is it for this one. I will see you in the next video.